When I confronted my parents, they just shrugged and said, "Family shares. And you're the successful one anyway." So I decided to give my sister a wedding gift she would never forget. I had $40,000 saved in a joint account I'd accidentally left my mother on since college. That money was my house down payment. They saw it as their personal piggy bank. My sister, Sarah, booked a luxury resort in Bali and sent out wedding invites before I even noticed the money was gone. When I saw the zero balance, I nearly fainted. My mom didn't apologize. She said, "Sarah's biological clock is ticking. You're just a workaholic. You'll earn it back." Sarah even had the nerve to ask me to be her maid of honor, saying my contribution was just my way of showing love. I didn't scream. I didn't sue. I smiled and accepted the role. I offered to handle the logistics and final vendor payments. Because my mom had given Sarah access to the family accounts, I still had all the logins. 2 weeks before the wedding, I found out something interesting. The groom was still legally married to his ex-wife in another state. He was a con artist looking for a payout. My family never checked. They only cared about appearances. The wedding day arrived, 150 guests, a beach in Bali. As the maid of honor, I stood up to give the first toast. "I'd like to thank my parents," I said into the microphone, "for spending my house down payment on this beautiful event." The silence was painful. Then I continued, "And I'd also like to thank the groom's actual wife, who is currently filing to freeze all of his assets, including the ones my sister just tied herself to." I handed my sister a folder. Inside were the legal documents and a bill for $40,000. "Since this marriage isn't legal," I said, "I've already contacted the resort." The final payment failed because I moved the remaining money back to my private account. This wedding is now a cash-only event. I walked away. Behind me, the groom was detained for fraud. The resort demanded $20,000 on the spot. My parents drained their retirement savings to avoid Indonesian jail. Sarah now works 2 jobs, paying me back through a court-ordered settlement. When my mom called me crying, asking how I could do this to family, I told her the same thing she told me. "Family shares, Mom. I just shared the truth."